Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you a new pick a card. As you could tell by the title of the video, we are doing what is your next love connection, incoming love for you, like what's coming up next in love for you. I haven't quite decided the exact title, but you know what's up. You saw the title, you're here, okay? So we have some pre-shuffle oracle cards, as well as the fact that we are going to be live shuffling tarot cards, as well as live shuffling some oracle cards for advice for you as far as this person afterwards the reading, okay? So we're going to be figuring out who this person is, what they're like, what your love life is going to be like with them, you know, and like I said, get you some advice as to when and where and how long this relationship might be happening. And of course, always at the end of the day, it's a general read, or this is just a pick a card general reading, okay? At the end of the day, if you don't like what you hear, you are more than welcome to recognize the signs as to who this person is and to choose someone else, okay? So this is just a possibility of people that could be coming towards you. So always keep that in mind. Always use your discernment. As always, the timestamps will be listed down in the description box down below. So now we're going to get into picking the piles, okay? So for pile number 1, we are going to have the card, They're Building Themselves. As well as so that you know, I'm going to be using this tarot right here, which is the Borderless Tarot, okay? For pile number 2, we're going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot and the New Lover card, okay? And for pile number 3, we're going to be using the Mermaid Tarot and the Move On card, okay? Now again, please pick with your intuition which ones are best for you, which ones have that significance for you. Take the time that you need to choose your piles, all right, my lovelies? And I will see you in your piles, all right? Bye for now. Hello, pile 1. How are you lovelies doing? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. As always, I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So you guys chose the Borderless Tarot, okay, as well as it's a Smith Wyatt Borderless Edition is the name of the tarot. If you're interested in any of the tarot decks that I use in this reading or any of my other readings, they're always listed down in the description box down below. Okay, my loves? So hello if you're new. If you're a returning lovely, hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, so they're building themselves. You see how my device on my camera kind of got a little wonky when I started holding that up and started talking about that. So I really feel like this person is building up to coming into union with you, or building up some kind of they've really been they're trying to figure out how to overcome resistance, how to overcome blocks that they might have into coming into union with a person like you who is aligning with them the way that you are, okay? So there's definitely a second card here, movement. Something is happening. So there's definitely movement happening in this person's life. They are definitely going towards a brand new beginning. And of course, I flipped over the deck, and on the bottom of it is the Fool card, is the overall energy. This deck feels very lighthearted. This deck feels very light energy. So I definitely feel like this person is in a good, positive place in their life right now. But they definitely are. There's a lot of movement happening in their life right now. I don't feel like this. It doesn't feel like this person is necessarily like recovering from any kind of tower moments or anything like that. It definitely feels like they are on the positive light journey for sure. This person could be an Aquarius, or you could be. This person could always also be an Aries, or have either one of those prominently in their chart. Okay. But definitely this person is definitely fully on the healing path, and they're definitely ready to this person feels ready. They feel ready. They're really overcoming that their own personal resistance. I definitely feel like they are ready to be in a relationship. They are just working on some minor things about themselves, maybe to do with their money flow or belief in themselves. They're definitely on a really big healing journey, and they're definitely ready to be vulnerable and be exposed and be open with somebody, okay? So that's good. I just heard Cancer, so this person could definitely be Cancer. I'm definitely feeling that Cancer vibes here, okay? And for sure, all those 3 cards ended up right back here. So they are open and willing and ready to really have this brand new beginning with you. Ooh, okay. Okay. If you are the person here that resonates more in the masculine energy, okay? I definitely feel like this person is going to come in a time when you were feeling very, like, you're feeling bossed up, right? This person is going to show up in your life. You might have just had a promotion. You might have just started you might have not just started a business, but you're like your business is really picking up, or you're feeling on top, you're feeling bossed up, you're feeling ready to go. And I feel like that's when this, or if you are the more feminine energy here and this person that you are attracting in is a more masculine energy, I feel like the same for them. They're going to be meeting you, or this person's going to be coming in when they're feeling very on top, they're feeling very in control, they're feeling very wise, they're feeling very ready. Right? I said that right, that they felt ready. I definitely feel like this person is recovering on, like I said, they're not, I don't feel like they're recovering from tower moments here, but I definitely feel like there were some tower moments in their past that they're definitely, they're seeking justice on the other side of that. So they definitely have been betrayed. They definitely have been, this person could have even been cheated on in the past, but I definitely feel like I don't think you should have to worry about that, because I definitely feel like this person is working through any kind of blocks with a trust or anything like that that they have, okay? Yeah. They want me to shuffle one more time, and then they want me to get into the oracle cards. So we're going to shuffle. I'm going to set this down to the side. Okay. So we're going to get into the oracle cards with the archetype cards as to who this person is. Ooh, okay. I like this. Guide. So this person is definitely going to be a guide, or this person is heavily guided. I also feel like hermit energy. This person could have Virgo or Virgo prominently in their chart. Okay. I said have, they could be a Virgo, obviously, or they could, whatever. But it's definitely giving me, I feel like this person feels like they want to help other people. I feel like they've spent a lot of time like helping themselves, healing themselves, and now they're getting into the part of their journey where they really want to turn it around and help other people. They could be like some kind of guidance counselor or therapist. They could be in this kind of role for their job. They could be some kind of guide or some kind of leader, somebody that helps people like look inside and discover new parts of themselves and kind of reinvent themselves. Or so they could be some kind of guru, or they could be some kind of person that they could be a teacher. They could, like I said before, it could be some kind of guidance counselor, something like that. This person is really in touch with their inner feminine energy, and they're really comfortable residing in their inner feminine. Like they're very empathic. They very much so care about other people. They're very family oriented. They care about their community and the people around them, and they care about, and this is the type of relationship that they're looking for and they want to have with you, right? Ooh, this is sounding so good so far. I'm happy for you. Okay, boo. Okay. And that is really, I'm gonna read that, but what I said is even more by the second card here. It's just like even more enforced by that. Light attributes of this person represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attributes for this person places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So this person the lack that this person have, they might have some lack mentality around monetizing their business or monetizing, it's giving me a kind of like, I deserve, like what's my worth? I deserve to get paid what my worth is. So this person might have had some insecurities around really getting paid their worth, or like really making sure that people equally pay them for the time that they're putting into things. So this person could have struggled in the past, like I said, with being like, no, this is my rate, this is my hour, this is what I deserve, this is my salary, this is what I deserve. If I'm getting hired at this. That's who I am. That's what this is, right? This person on a flip side, this person could have struggled. I'm really mostly getting that. Like this person did have some struggle with either like finding a career path that really resonated with their spirituality or what they were. And I can resonate with that, because I really had a hard time, because there is feelings in the spiritual belief that it's like, oh, that's spiritual prostitution, right? If you are trading out your spiritual gifts and you're getting paid for your time to use your spiritual gifts or to use your insights, like you're prostituting yourself or something like that, right? So this person might have come from that kind of religious background. I'm not sure. Please don't quote me on this, but I think that's Mormonism, but I'm not sure 100%. Okay. But so please don't quote me if I'm wrong. You're welcome to gently, correct me in the comments down below. That's fine. Because like I said, I'm admitting that I don't know, but that's what I heard in my mind. So this person could be struggling with coming out of that kind of mentality of the fact that, that they don't deserve to get paid. They could have been that like marriage counselor or that counselor. They're that person that everybody comes to that gets that advice from. Oh, you're so wise, but nobody wants to pay them. Everybody's like, oh, they could be an artist or something like that. Because I'm hearing that, or that just could be a reference for me, or you could reference this or whatever. If you know that you grew up an artist or that you went to college to be an artist, stuff like that, you know that you have friends and family all the time coming to you being like, can you make this? Can you paint this? Can you draw this? Can you make this portrait for me? But they're never coming up with the pocket. Like, they're like, oh, your family, and you should just do this for free, or it's like, pay me for my art, pay me for my thing. Like, I deserve to get compensated for my time. So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. This person has been struggling with saying, like, no, I deserve to get compensated from my time. Like, no, I can't just be there for you all the time. No. So this person has definitely been putting up boundaries in their life. But this person is very wise. They're very deep. They're very caring. And absolutely, that is even more put here with the servant card, right? So they are willing to serve the community, and they're very lighthearted. They're a very giving person, okay? But they definitely can um they really want to feel purposeful in people's lives. So they've been trained to feel very purposeful in people's lives. And in the past, they've struggled with being like, no boundaries. No, I can't come over at 3 o'clock in the morning and help you. No, I can't answer the phone. No, I can't come give you a ride because it's actually really important that I get some rest tonight because I have a really important meeting first thing in the morning. Like, they're that type of person that they struggle with telling people no. They struggle with setting up those boundaries that they did in the past, okay? But they're learning how to balance that out and to still be able to be that person. They really want to serve their community. If they're not already in a profession that serves their community, they're going to be going into it soon after you meet or around the time that you're meeting them. Okay. Light attributes for the servant: delight in serving others with free and loving heart. So absolutely, this person is absolutely going to be a very gracious lover. They're going to be very, very giving, very attentive. If you get sick, this person is gonna not hesitate to be like, oh, you could just be like, you could call them or talk to them. They're like, how are you doing today, my love? And they're just like, you're like, oh, I don't know, my throat kind of hurts a little bit today. I think I'm just gonna stay in bed today. And they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Call me if you need anything. And you're like, I really appreciate you, babes, but I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna recover. And they're gonna be like, that's totally cool. And they're the type of person that would be like an hour or so later, something like that, or like at the end of the day after they get off work, like knock knock knock, and you're like, who is that? You go to the door and it's them, or they've postmated you some soup or something to your house, right? Where they've already paid for it, they're just getting it to getting a person to deliver it straight to you, and you're like, oh my gosh. And it's like they postmated somebody and they got them to like bring you a heated blanket, to bring you some flowers, to like liven up yours, to bring you some soup, or they'll, or maybe even like home make you some soup and bring it to you, right? I'm getting that. Or if you're the type of person that really likes like tea or coffee or something like that, you're never going to have to ask this person to make your tea or make your coffee. Like, you're just going to get up in the morning, they're going to be like, here you go, babe, and you're like, oh, thank you, my love. Or like, oh, I really feel like this. I feel like that's really like affecting some of you. Like, I feel like I want to cry. It's just going to be like, they're always going to be there for you, and they're always going to love you, and they're always going to support you, and they're always going to show up for you. And they're a very giving person. Like, one of their love languages is definitely acts of service. They're a big, big, big acts of service person, right? They really, really, and they're that person. They're going to think about you. They're going to buy you things and bring them home to you and be like, oh, they might not be very expensive things, but they're like, I saw this and I just thought you'd look so fabulous in this color, or I knew that you were talking about that, or you were talking about this and I bought that book that you were talking about. Or you could say, oh, I've really been interested in researching this or looking into that. They're going to be the type of partner that goes out there, that buys that researches it, that looks up into it, is like, wow, so that they can have a really good conversation with you, so they can flow, so they can feel closer to you, so that they're going to, it doesn't give me like a, oh, you're interested in football, I'm interested in football now, or you're interested in this, I'm interested in that, and it's everything, and I've always been interested. It's not that, right? Because that's kind of weird, right? That's a little bit, love bombing, and it's that kind of, but it's in the good, healthy type of way, where this person is like, you care about it, then I care about it. It matters to you, then it matters to me, baby. You need it, I got you, right? And this person too, a really big way to get into this person's heart really quickly is to do these same things back for them, right? they have always been the person that has always been going and doing and thinking about people, and anticipating people's needs and giving it to them before they really, before they really need it. And they've always been that person to other people. And they have had very few people in their life that have even kind of tried to match them. And they don't expect people around them to match them, to give as much as they give, which they don't give as much as they used to. They don't overgive. They don't overshare. They don't overextend themselves for people anymore. No, 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 no. They don't do that. They're getting healthier with that. However, if you do even a little bit of that back for them, oh man, I'm telling you, whatever you give to this person, you're going to get back 10 times over. So the love and the attention and the affection and the care that you give them, you're going to get back 10 times. So this is that person that's like, text me when you get home, and they mean it. They're going to call you, or they're going to text you. They're going to know how far away you live. And if they don't hear back from you in a time, they're going to text you. Hey babe, just checking on you. Are you good? Are you okay? Did you make it home? If you do the same back for them, oh, it's so much. And it's going to be the little things for this person. Little things like, hey babes, I picked you up this snack, or hey babes, I picked you up a coffee on the way home, or on the way out to this project that we're doing. Or hey, it's little things for this person. It's little things like, you weren't around, but I was thinking about you. And that is the way into this person's heart. That means so much to them, more than any big presents or big money or big things. Just the little things of, I was thinking about you, I care about you, you're on my mind, you matter to me, and the things that matter to you matter to me, period. And that gets this person, right? And I think that you're the type of person that does those things, and that's why this person is just like, oh my God, like, I've never had a person take care of me the way. And I feel like that's how you're gonna feel. You're like, I've never had a person take care of me the way that you take care of me. I've never had a person just show up and be there for me and just be like there for me. That's amazing. Like, what? Like, what? I don't have to fight you I don't have to fight you to show up in my life. I don't have to fight you to like come meet my parents. I don't have to fight you to text me back or to be there for me. Like, no, this person is just like, babes, I'm there. You need me, I'm there. Now, like I said, on the reverse side of that, don't push them, right? They've found boundaries and they've found their worth. So don't have them running and doing and going and going and going and take advantage of that, because that's a quick way for this person to get the hell out of your life. They're going to recognize that you're just taking advantage of them, and they're going to leave. Now, I'm not saying you're the type of person, but it can be easy when you have this type of person to just get so used to it, right? To just get so used to them doing that and being there, and that's the new standard, right? Don't ever, right? Don't ever get to a place where you don't appreciate, humble yourself in this relationship. And don't ever get to a point where you're like, oh, well, you always do that. Oh, well, they always do that, right? Stay humble and always appreciate the things that this person does for you, because that's their love language. And it's the quickest way to make them fall out of love with you is for you to not recognize that and for you to not appreciate that. Now, I'm not saying you have to go, oh my God, you're the best, but give them a thank you every time. Give them a hug. Give them a kiss. Give them a little peck on the cheek, baby. Oh, you make me feel so loved. You make me feel so nourished. Like, I love you so much, baby. I appreciate you doing this so much for me. And then do it back for them. Like I said, they don't expect you to do as much as they do for you, but do it back to them. Do it back to them and be there for them. And boo, it's like that. Boo, it's like that, wrapped around your finger, okay, in a healthy way. And oh, this is beautiful. This is a really cute relationship. 1844 down on the clock. Okay. And as I'm saying that, religious factors. Okay. So what's your love life going to be like? Religious factors. So I really feel like you and this person are going to click on your religion or your spirituality. It might not even be the same, but you guys they're going to be very, very understanding and very peaceful. All right. I feel like this person is like, they're really into something. They're into spirituality. They're into some kind of traditional religion, something. And it's really important to them. Right. It's really important to them. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, your spiritual path. I definitely feel like this person was heavily, I really feel like this person has like a really sweet mom. I feel like this person's mom is super sweet. Oh, or their grandma. There's some like matriarchal person that's in their life. It's either an aunt, a mom, So I don't know. This person is so sweet. Holy crap. They're going to be like your best friends. Like, I see you guys like literally like baking cookies together, and like this person teaching you how to like do all like the grandma things. Like, so if you're into like crocheting or sewing or any of that stuff, like that's the way to that person's heart in their life. They're so sweet. Oh my gosh. And I think you guys are so cute and so sweet, and they love you so much. Oh my god. This is so cute. Oh my god, you guys have me crying. Like, you guys are so sweet. Holy fuck. There's somebody that's either a person in their life or a person in your life, and they're gonna love you. Whoever it is, their mom, their grandma, somebody like that, you're gonna meet them and you're gonna be like this, like click, 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 click. And they're gonna be like, yeah, like the second you leave, they're gonna be like, you need to marry them. You need to marry them. That's the one right there. That's the one for you. Look how she looks at you. Look how they look at you. That's the one for you. Look at them. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Like, that's going to happen for you. And you're going to be like, holy crap. Like, yeah, I feel so too. Like, I really feel like you're going to feel like this person is your soulmate. I really, really do. I really feel like you're going to feel like you and this person were meant to be. Like, it's going to feel very meant to be. It's going to feel like clearly this person is a part of my spiritual path. Clearly this person is a part of my, clearly God wants me to be with this person. Like, it's going to kind of feel like that where you're just like, damn, like I just feel so loved and cared for and taken care of. This person's going to make you feel so safe and protected and just like stable. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. It's really, really amazing. But also, oh, this is so cute. Playfulness. So I definitely feel like if you've been hurt in the past or you've been mistreated in the past, like this person is gonna make you laugh. You guys are gonna have so much good time. You guys are gonna be so silly together. Like you guys might even have like people be like, oh, they're like a grown kid, but in a good, positive way. Not like they're childish, but like they're this person's inner child is always active, you know? So they're always, like they might be the type of person that like hides around the corner and they like scare you. Not in a bad way. Not like in a prank where it's like annoying or anything like that, but you could just be like, babes, like, oh, like stop it. It's going to be in a playful way. It's going to be something that you enjoy. It's just going to be little stuff like that where it like keeps it fun. It keeps it interesting. Like this is going to be the type of person that's going to come like pick you up after. It's like, I'm going to pick you up today from work. And you're like, okay, like that's fun. And then you're going to be like, where are we going? And they're just going to be like, surprise, I'm taking you out to dinner. Surprise, we're leaving on vacation. I have a bag packed in the trunk. Like, what? And it's going to be a person that you like, you can really, yeah, that you can really trust. And this is the type of person, like if you do end up getting married to this person or like it ends up really turning into a serious relationship, this is the type of person that's like going to go ask your parents for permission to marry you, right? They're going to do that really traditional, nice, lovely things that make you feel very um, like catered to. Like this person's very charming. They're very traditional in the sense of like they're very romantic, they're very traditional, they're very respectful, they're very kind, they're very chivalrous. That's the word I'm looking for. They're very chivalrous. So they're gonna like hold the door open for you, and they'll take their jacket off and give it to you. They'll always follow the road trick where they're like, no, 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 you will not walk on the side of the road. You will not walk over a puddle. Like this person is the type of person to like pick you up to like lift you over a puddle or some shit like that. Like seriously, you're gonna be like, I didn't think people like this still existed. Like that's crazy, So, or like I said, vice versa. If you are the more masculine, this person's gonna bring that out in you, and you're gonna want to do those things. And if you have not been appreciated for being that person in the past, this person will. Okay, this person will always be grateful and always appreciative of how much you treat them like a lady, right? Or how much you treat them like how much of a gentleman they are. Like, yeah, I get that really like gentleman, king of cups vibes from this person. Like they're so sweet. Holy crap, you guys. Yes, you guys are soulmates. 100%. Like this is definitely a past life connection with you and this person, or you could know this person from your past, okay? That's so beautiful. I also definitely think that you guys are going to be really successful, or this person's going to be really successful. It's going to set up like this really beautiful legacy, not just about money, but also about like if you guys are the type of people that want to get married and want to have kids, this person's going to be a great example of what a husband or what a wife should be to your kids. Like it's going to set up this really good legacy of being like this is what a gentleman is. This is how a man should treat you. This is how you should treat your, this is the type of man that you should be. This is the type of woman that you should be. This is, oh, it's so cute. Holy crap, this is so cute. This is so sickeningly sweet, like, you guys. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this is so cute. You guys are so cute. Oh my gosh. So if you have been, okay, so something, a little hint, you guys might get so attached that you might have to struggle with some codependency, okay? You might have to struggle with some codependency, or you might have struggled with codependent relationships in the past, okay? And this is something that this relationship is really bringing up to harmonize and to balance, okay? You might even get a little clingy with this person, or this person, not like clingy and too much or anything like that, but you guys might be like, I've never met a couple that's so like this all the time. You're you know if public, if PDA or something like that, I don't see this person like making out with you and grabbing you or anything like that. Very classy. They're keeping it classy. But this person is going to be a person that, like, if you walk somewhere, they're going to have their hand on the small of your back. If you're walking out somewhere, they're going to have their arm around you. They're going to sit with you. They're going to put their hand on your thigh or on your knee. They're going to want to hold hands. They're going to want to, like, kiss your hand and grab it and just like do little things like that, right? Like it's almost like absent-mindedly. Like, I see somebody like either like walking down the street or they're doing something, and you're kind of just standing there and they just pick your hand up and just kiss it, and they're just doing it because they're just like, I love you, or they're gonna give you little kisses or little cheeks. They're a really big hugger. They really like to be like close chest to chest, like holding you close. They're a cuddler. They're really big into like pillow talk and like listening to you. Wow, this person's really sweet. And yeah, and I really feel like you're going to meet this person because it's time for heartbreak to be over. It's time for you to not have to deal with this bullshit anymore, right? It's time for you to not deal with any kind of heartbreak or any kind of issues from your past. It's time to walk away from that. And when you decide to really walk away from this person, that's when you're really going to be meeting them, right? Like I said, both of you are going to meet each other when you're really upgrading and letting go and like, excuse me, can you stop doing that, please, sir? I'm sorry. Maybe you guys have cats or something, or maybe you guys have been jumping around and been moving around a lot. My cat has just been jumping, jumping, jumping the whole time I've been doing your part of the reading. They're just jumping onto the table and jumping onto the table and like messing up my stuff. I'm like, please stop. I've just been ignoring it though, but sorry if that's been kind of bothering you. But I'm like, oh my gosh, like stop it. Also, okay, you might have a little bit of hesitation with this person because you've never had somebody who's so like, hey, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm sure you've had a lot of people in the past that have played mind games with you and been like, oh, I can't call them for 3 days because they can't think I'm too needy, or I want them too much, or like, oh, I can't come. No, 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 no. This person's like, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I know I like you. I know I want to be with you. I know I care about you. Yeah, I have time for you. Yeah, I'm gonna make time for you. Yeah, we can be there. Yeah, we can make this work. Like, it might kind of throw you off because you might be like, well, what do you want, or why are you so here? But I feel like this person is going to make you feel safe, and you're going to feel that feeling. Excuse me. And you're going to be like, wow, like this is so harmony and this is so balanced. And this is nothing like any of the codependent, weird relationships that I've had in the past. Like, this is nothing like that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a big tower moment for you when you meet this person, but it's going to be justice for you. It's gonna be justice. It's gonna be like your spirit guides being like, here you go, here's your husband or here's your wife, and you're just like, wow, 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 wow. Okay, I hear you guys. I hear you guys. I know you want to know when. We touched on it a little bit, but see if spirit will give us any kind of when. It could be up to 3 months, 3 weeks. I don't want to say 3 years. I'm hearing third semester, so a third semester. So if you're in college or something like that, or if you're doing something, you could meet this person in the third semester. You can meet them in your third class of the day. You can meet them at 3 o'clock. You could meet them when you are doing a project, some type of project, some type of collaboration. Okay. You're also going to meet this person when like, you definitely have a spiritual contract with this person, and you're going to meet them right at the right time. You could meet this person in a group of friends, up to like 3 people. You could go on a blind date or something like that. And I don't feel like this person's on the blind date, but this person could be like a friend of the person that you go on the blind date with, or like a friend of a friend or something like that. Or like you could go, like your friend or something could set you up on a date and you're like, oh, this person is whatever. And they're just like, yeah, you really don't like them. It's like, no, but you could be, I know this is kind of like, ooh, kind of feeling, but I feel like somebody could come up to the group while you guys are like in a group together, and they could be like, hey, and they know your date or they know somebody, and you're like, you though, this person that I'm on a date with, not so much, but you though, hello, who are you? What's your name? Hi. Like that kind of energy. That's what it's giving me. Or you could be, like I said, like at a group working. I'm seeing somebody, they're either at like at a table at a bar in a library, something like that. There's like a group of you guys around, and this person walks up because they know somebody at the table where you are, and they know somebody where you're sitting, and they're like, hey man, what's up? And they're like, hey, are you come to that party tonight, or you go into that thing? And they're like, yeah man, or what are you guys working on? Or we're working on this project for so and so's class, yeah, and they're just like staring at you. They're just like, oh yeah, uh-huh, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, and they're just like, uh-huh, and then your friend or somebody could come back later and be like, yo, like, do you remember that guy that walked up to us, or you remember that girl that walked up to us? And you're like, yeah, I do remember. Oh yeah, I think I remember them, like, absolutely. And you inside you're like, oh hell yeah, I remember them. Yes, I remember them. What about them? Like, they're really interested in you, or they want to get your number. Like, is that okay? Like, 100%, give me their number right now, let's go. Like, or they could just text you and be like, hey, I hope this is okay. So and so gave me your number. I am so intrigued by you. I really want something to happen with you. And you, I don't know. You might could feel like, yeah, this person is definitely going to shoot. They're going to be the one shooting their shot at you. So no matter who you are in this dynamic, they're going to be the ones shooting their shot at you. And especially if you're the feminine energy, you might kind of be like, I don't know about that. Or you might, I don't know if you smart off to them, or you say something rude, or you say something kind of bitchy to your date or something to somebody, and they're just like, I like that. Like, I kind of like that. I like how snappy you are. Like, I kind of like that. You're kind of spicy. Like, hey, what's up? Like, can we talk? And you might feel like this person has issues with some boundaries, or you might feel like at very first, right? That's the kind of like energy where you're like, wow, you're coming on really hot and heavy. Like, wow. Like, not that I feel like this person's gonna be like, you want to look at my thing, nothing like that. They're gonna keep it respectful, but it's going to be very obvious from moment one that this person is very interested in you. They might be respectful of you because they're like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're on a date. Like, oh, okay. But they know. They're like, okay, well, hey, let your friend know if she wasn't for the date, I'm down with it. I can take her out and show her a much better time than that fuddy duddy. I wasn't fuddy duddy. Fuddy duddy, she's on a date with that square. She's on a date with this person could be like a dad jokes person. This person could have like a lot of dad jokes, and you're like, okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of new beginnings. You're going to have to be patient. It's a little bit of distance away. This could happen in Virgo season, but like I said, this is going to be happening again. There's that hermit energy like I was talking about with that guide. This person's going to be very keen. Okay, they're going to be very keen to start something with you. They might be a bit of a loner. You might be a bit of a loner. You might be kind of like, I don't usually do this, but kind of energy. And yeah, but there's brand new beginnings happening here. I feel like you're going to be doing something new. You could be starting a new job, or starting a new something, doing a group project for the first time or something like that. There's some kind of new energy here, and you're going to meet this person. It's going to be on and popping. On and popping from day one. Okay, let's get some really quick advice for this person. Sagittarius energy coming out again. I did say that they could be a Sagittarius. Yeah, I just said that this really could be happening. This is a fresh new, brand new start for you. To step back, what's some overall advice for you for pile number one with this relationship? What's some overall advice for pile number one in this relationship? The energy is gaining momentum. So you have been wanting a person like this. You've been working on yourself. You've been focusing on your new beginnings. Communication is key. Let this person reach out to you. Don't be a fuddy diddy duddy. And again, here's that Cancer energy that I was talking about. A personal issue is reaching resolution. So this issue that you've had with people in the past, no more. No more. The end of a tough cycle. There's a lot of full moon energy here, right? So it's like a personal issue, the end of a tough cycle, you having a lot of like karmic issues with people in the past that didn't want to be there for you and didn't want to show up for you. That's not the issue with this person anymore. Like, you've really been working on yourself, and it's time for something new to come in, and absolutely prosperity lies ahead. Exactly. Ooh, this person's got it on and popping. Also, I feel like with this Taurus energy, this person could really like food. So food could be a way into this person's heart for sure. They could really like your cooking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they like to eat. All right. Okay. Just by the way, okay, you got something they can eat. They like that. They love that actually. Just so you know, this is an 18 plus, but just so you know, they really like oral. Or kissing you too. They like the way you taste. Like they like that kind of thing. They like the food that you cook. They like the way that you taste. They like the way that your girl tastes or your boy tastes. They like all that. They're like, They're a very oral person. Communication is key with this person. They're gonna keep you up all night talking to you and talking to your girl too, okay? Like, okay, adjustments are required. So I definitely feel like there will be some adjustments, like mentally, that you'll have to get used to being with this person. Like, you're like, I'm really not used to, like, I'm used to fuck boys or fuck girls. Like, I'm not used to people who take me serious. I'm not used to people who are there, who are showing up, who are being there for me. Kind of makes me feel almost uncomfortable. Like, what? I'm not used to people being like, I'm gonna shoot my shot, I want you, that's what's up, you know? Maybe you're that quiet person that really doesn't attract that much attention from other people, and this person is like shooting their shot at you, and you're like, really? Like, okay, like, I guess. Like, yeah, no. So check that in yourself. Yes, you have what you want. You are good enough. You have exactly what this person wants. A win-win outcome is forecast for you, okay? This is a time for healing. This is going to be such a healing, beautiful, loving relationship. So again, with that Tower moment, expect some powerful change. So even regardless of how long this relationship lasts, like, this relationship is going to change you for life, okay? This relationship with this person is going to change you for life, okay? Wow. This is such a beautiful relationship, Pawan. I'm so happy for you. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. One more. Yes. So babes, know that the end of this test cycle is approach, it's done. Like, the end of the past is done, and this fiery climax with this person, again, this person definitely is in really, really strong Aries, like emperor energy. Like, they're ready to come through and they daddy, okay? Like, zaddy, what's up? Like, no cap. Like, seriously, this person's coming in with they're serious about you, very serious about you. And they're like 1 or 2 dates with you, and they're like, that's my wife, that's my husband. Like, that, they might not tell you, but they're like, that's it. Like, they're going home telling their boys, telling their friends, like, this is the one. Like, I know it, I feel it in my bones, like, I feel it. Like, they're it for me. Yeah. And again, what did I just say? You are good enough. So if you have any issues with this person, if you have any insecurities or anything about your body, about yourself, about the way people treated you in the past, this person is going to wrap that up, put a bow on it, and say, baby, no more. You don't have to feel this way. I love your body. I love you. You are good enough. Of course I want to spoil you. Of course I want to take care of you. Of course I want to show up. Of course I want to talk to you. Of course I want to be there for you. Like, what do you mean? Of course I do. You're worth everything. You're worth it. And you're going to be like, I am? Like, I'm worth it? This person's like, of course you are. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Be really kind and be really patient with yourself with this, okay? It's going to take a little getting used to, okay? And you might be the kind of person that really normally kind of like pushes people away or something like that, but don't do that. Don't do that, because this person is going to be there and they're going to show up, and this is so beautiful. I keep breaking down, like crying at you guys reading, because it's so gorgeous. Like, holy crap. I'm so happy for you, Pile 1. Enjoy this, enjoy this, enjoy this, okay? Believe that you are worthy, and this person is going to come through, and then it's not bullshit. It's not a game. This is not a person playing mind games. Like, they really do love you. They really do care about you, okay? So that's what's new coming into your life. Holy guacamole. This went so much longer than I wanted to, okay? I was going to make this reading about 20 minutes long, but you guys, I just was enjoying being in your energy so much. So thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for giving me a really positive, wonderful reading. There's a lot of hope and a lot of joy in this reading, and this is going to be beautiful, you guys. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. And for some of you, if this is somebody that you're really into, like, this could be your future partner. This could be your spouse. This could be, the mother, father of your children. Like, seriously. This could be a very, very serious situation here with this person, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I didn't see a single red flag here. Like, that's amazing. Like, okay. All right, I'll see you guys later, Pile 1. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you like the content, give it a like. Let me know if this resonated for you in the description box down below. If you're claiming this masterful, really good person, okay? Claim your bae down in the comment section down below, okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me. Of course, if you're drawn to any other reading in this reading or in any of my other readings, you're welcome to. If you'd like to get a personal reading from me, the links are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one, okay? Bye, lovelies! Hey, Pile 2! How are you guys doing? You guys chose the new lover card, okay? New lover card, all right? And holy crap, Pile 1 ran so much longer than I thought. I don't think you guys is going to be that long. I'm trying. I don't think every single one of these can be that long, okay? But we'll see. We'll get into it. If there's messages, I'm not going to cut them off, okay? You know, I'll cut them off when it feels right to cut them off. So, let's get into it. So, you guys got the new lover card, okay? As well as the betrayal card. Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. So, I think with this betrayal card, you and this person you haven't had very good luck in love. Okay? You haven't had very good luck in love. You've been betrayed by your past lovers, or this person could have been really, I don't want to say recently, but recently enough, like really recovering from a really big betrayal energy, maybe even going through a divorce or an end of a really serious relationship in their life. Okay? I think by the time that this person comes into you, that it's been it's been enough for them to have healed and for them to be starting something with you. But I definitely feel like you and this person both have really dealt with some really nasty people in the past. You've really dealt with some really serious, like maybe even like some narcissists, or you might have had, you know, some childhood trauma to overcome, you know, really working on your stability and working on, you know, your body and self-love and insecurities. And I feel like both of you have really been working on that a lot to kind of recover from that energy, right? The smoke is just the sage that I have burning in the background. So I definitely feel like, because it's continuing to burn through the beginning of your reading, so I definitely feel like you and this person are clearing out this energy, that you're clearing out this kind of like negative low vibration, maybe even karmic cycles out of your past, from your past, or clearing off some really heavy like past life karma or some things like that out of your energy fields. If you guys have, you guys might really be into like crystals, or really into saging, or really into kind of like that magician kind of energy. You could really be into doing like, whether or not they're like spoken spell works, or doing spell jars, or burning candles, or, you know, you could be my witchy pal. You could be a little bit witchy. You don't have to resonate with that if it doesn't resonate for you. You could be like my magicians, my wizards, my, you know, my witches, that kind of energy, all right? Or my shamans. I'm feeling that too. Hello, ancestors. Hello, come through. So I definitely heard that. I'm definitely, yeah, I'm hearing like that kind of like rattling energy. So I definitely feel like your ancestors are coming through really strong to like burn off a lot of like really heavy karma out of you guys' energies, okay? So that you guys can come together. I just also heard soulmate journey. So let's get into it. Let's find out what's really happening here. How do I want to do this? I did this first, so definitely, yeah. So I definitely feel like this could also be my possible twin flame journey. It's like higher soulmate journey kind of energy here with this judgment energy. You're waking up to your spiritual path. You're doing a lot of healing. You're working with your ancestors. You're working with your guides. You're working with your spirituality. This is my strong like witches, wizards, spirituality, that kind of pile. I'm definitely feeling that really strongly, and definitely getting into that like waking up. Like I'm feeling like this is like my waking up, like really woke pile. Like, okay, I'm really waking up, maybe even to like psychic abilities or gifts. You could be like clairvoyant, clairaudient. You could do tarot yourself, or you could do other forms of divination. Okay, you could work with plants or botanicals or medicine. I'm definitely feeling that kind of like very like shaman, very kind of, you know, like I don't know why I heard that. I just heard wood witch. So, you know, like very working out with nature, working out with the ground, very close with working with Mother Gaia energy, that kind of things like that. So if that sounds like you, or if that sounds like the type of person that you would draw in, okay, stick around. I definitely feel like with that Eight of Cups on the back of the deck that you guys are definitely, like I said, walking away from a bunch of like heavy energy here. And definitely with this moon energy, I feel like you guys are working really closely with like your emotions. You're working really closely with your feminine energy. You're working really closely with that kind of like mysterious, otherworldly, other realm kind of energy as well. Definitely, hello, I just said that, with that Empress energy, working with your Empress feminine energy like that, okay? I do understand that not everybody and not every culture and not every spirituality like views the moon as like is like the feminine energy, because there are some things that I radiate with that is actually flipped. So I understand that. So don't feel like you have to necessarily, but the majority of the spiritual community kind of does like that energy. This person is definitely, they're coming in pretty swiftly. I'm hearing they're coming in pretty swiftly. They're going to make themselves known pretty soon. Yeah, they're definitely going to be offering you that cup coming in here. This is going to be like a brand new, really passionate beginning between you and this person. Okay, so let's pull out like 3 cards to get like a little general about what's going on here between you and your person. Thank you. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. So 100%, you and this person might feel a little defensive. Okay, you might be feeling a little defensive in your area with this seven of wands. Excuse me, not swords. 7 of wands on the back. You might have dealt with some betrayals, like I was talking about before. What's underneath this? Yeah, 7 of swords. There it is. 10 of swords, there it is. So I definitely feel like you guys could definitely be recovering from some massive betrayals or some massive realizations, maybe even like self-sabotaging beliefs or self-sabotaging tendencies, karmic tendencies, maybe even addictions, codependencies. You're definitely healing and dealing with some, you're on the healing side of really dealing with some major shit. So when you really meet this person, I definitely feel like that you and this person are going to have a lot to talk about once you get comfortable with talking with each other about your past. That I feel like you two are both going to come together and be like, wow, we've really dealt with a lot of the same similar things in the past. However, I don't want to trauma bond with you. So I definitely feel like both of you are very aware of not wanting to trauma bond, not wanting to kind of make those kind of like soul tie relationships, because that's what you're trying to get out of, right? So you two might stay friendly for a little bit. You two might stay a little bit where you're not as much where you're really focused inward on yourself, right? You're really focused inward on yourself, on your own healing, on your own journey. And then you and this person kind of come together, or you meet each other. You could be both on some kind of like retreat or some kind of spiritual healing exercises, or in some kind of like yoga class or therapy or something like that. You guys meet each other. You're not really interested, like you could be interested as in like attracted to this person, but I don't feel like the both of you are both going to be like, oh, let's get into a relationship. It doesn't feel like pile one was like instantly both of them were like, let's get in a relationship, right? This person I don't feel like, and I don't feel like you either, because I feel like I said both of you are recovering. You're doing some good recovery from some kind of static in the background, because there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of static, there's a lot of things happening where you're going through your awakening process. Okay, I definitely feel like this is gonna feel like a blessing finding this person, because it's kind of giving me like soul sister, soul brother, kind of like wow, we really click. We've really dealt with a lot of things. I feel like both of you could definitely really be kind of turning your back on this kind of, you're like, look, like I'm really paying attention to like the things I need to heal right now. I'm not so much looking at being in a relationship, honestly, but you're a really cool person. Let's hang out. You feel very high vibe. We're both kind of recovering and doing, kind of the same things. I feel like both of you are really in this, especially this person is really is in the process of discovering a lot of truths about themselves and a lot of truths about a lot of karmic issues that they've dealt with in the past. Like I said, maybe even dealing with some kind of addictions or obsessive tendencies, really cutting out those soul ties and cutting out those karmic ties, maybe even dealing with trauma from their past, or kind of trying to heal traumatic relationships with their friends or with their family from the past, so it's kind of that vibe right there. But I definitely feel like both of you are in the recovery. Okay, you're both recovering. I'm sorry. You're both recovering from a very like heavy cycle when it comes to deal with that. You're both kind of in the let me just step back and let me calm, let me meditate, let me heal, which is why I said like the two of you are going to find each other when you're both like I'm not really looking for a partner. I'm not really looking for a person to be with. I'm not really looking for a new lover, but you seem like a cool person and we can kick it. We can hang out. Yeah, you seem really cool. We can talk with each other about the things that we've been through or about the classes that we're going to or our spiritual journeys. Like, that's really cool. Like, yeah, we can exchange numbers. That's cool. We're just chill. And both of you genuinely are, like I said, I feel like you're both genuinely like, yeah, I find that person attractive. They're attractive and they're a really cool person. I like their personality and I find them very physically and, spiritually attractive. But again, it's not like an instant like, oh, I have to be with you. Oh, I'm in love with you. It's not like that, right? That's okay. That's okay because like I said, that's good. That's healthy because that means neither one of you are looking for rebounds. Neither one of you are looking for the next thing to like cling on to make you feel better about the past. Like you're both like, no, no, no. I'm looking inside myself. I'm finding my own answers. I'm finding my own way. We're good. We're good. We're cool. Okay. So let's get more into who this person is going to be. Who is this person? Okay, so I definitely feel like you can meet this person either through your career or through some kind of, if you're doing some kind of spiritual work or through some kind of spiritual work that you're doing, whether or not it's your career, whether or not it's your, whether or not it oh, hold on just one second, I'm sorry about that. I had to plug up my device. So I definitely feel like you could meet this. I don't want to say that you're going to meet this person when you're feeling very low in energy, but you could definitely meet this person definitely when you're in kind of like a recovery, which is why I think you're both like very healthily being like friends only right now. Okay. Friends only. I'm not really looking to get in. I'm not really dating. I'm not really going on dates. I'm not really doing that. Like I'm getting out there, but I'm looking for friendly, happy, connections, networking, which is why, again, I want to talk about this networker. So I feel like you're definitely going to meet this person in, you could meet this person through some kind of like business collaboration or like in some kind of group. It's giving me like a group project or some kind of group energy. Okay. Like I said, you could be taking a class, you could be teaching or taking a seminar, you could be going on some kind of spiritual retreat or in some kind of like yoga or Pilates or workout class or something like that, something along the lines of you're learning, you're growing, you're developing along your spiritual path. So whatever that looks like to you, that's a lot, that leaves a lot open for interpretation, right? But like I said, if you do spiritual work as like your career, as like your profession, you could meet this person in some kind of something like that. This person or you could be a client for each other, or like I said, you could meet them in some kind of, it's giving me a group situation or like a group thing. Okay. And I got really drawn to like look out the window because that's what I'm looking at right now, and I just saw like a bird flying by like really high, like right. So and it looked like a hawk, or like it looked like a hawk, maybe, possibly. So but also it could have been a vulture. So this it was really far away. It was just like back behind the trees, but I saw it flying and gliding like really high. So I definitely feel like you're going to be feeling really high vibe when you meet this person. You're going to be like, man, I'm killing it. I'm killing the game. I'm in my profession. I'm doing my thing. I'm really like, I'm improving my body. I'm improving myself spiritually. I'm doing this. Like, wow, I'm just so into me right now. I am so into me right now because I'm killing it. I'm doing it. Like, damn, I look so good and I feel so good and I feel amazing and I'm meeting all these really cool, amazing people and I'm networking and and I'm making money and I'm doing this and I'm doing my business and I'm, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're doing the damn thing, right? And you meet this person and you're like, oh, that person's cool. Yeah, no, totally. Oh, I would love to do a collaboration with you. Like, yeah, I would totally work on that project with you together. Like, yeah, that sounds amazing. Like, oh, I haven't read that. Or you're taking that class. Maybe I should think about taking that class too, because that sounds amazing. That sounds so cool. Have you read this book? Have you read that? Have you done this? Have you heard about this person? No, I haven't. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to like a speech that they're giving like next week. Are you available? Like, yeah, let's go together. Like, let's go do it. It's that kind of energy where it's not about the person. They seem like a cool person. They seem cool, but it's about whatever you're doing together. It's about a project or something like that you're doing together, and you're not even paying attention to this person in that kind of way. Although, like I said, you could be like, that person's attractive. They are cute. They're attractive. Okay, I see you. You look good, Like, wow, you really look good. Like, this person could talk to you about some kind of like massive transformation, like body transformation or something they've been dealing with. They're like, yeah, look, this is how I look. And you're like, wow, like, holy crap, you look great. You're doing great. Like, wow, tell me about your business or tell me about this. That's really interesting, intriguing. Like, wow. And you're like, wow, I'd love to pick your brain. Like, wow, I'd love to talk to you about that. And this person is like, and this person is not like, oh, you want it? No, this person's like, yes, I would love to pick your brain too. I'd love to talk to you. And you guys are just sitting there chatting it up, shooting the shit, like chat, 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 chopping it up, right? And you're kind of like, this person's really cool. I like hanging out with them. Can we exchange numbers? Because I would like, like, oh, I've been thinking about doing this, like hiking or doing this or doing that. And you're like, me too. We should do it together. It's that kind of thing. Like, oh, wow, wow. Like, 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 where are some trails? Like, where do you do? Like, what have you been doing? How have you been working out? How have you been doing that? What's really been helping you? And it's like this really good exchange of knowledge that you have with this person, which is your in the door with this person. Like they love how knowledgeable you are about things that they're interested in, because it's kind of, you both feel that way. You both feel like, oh, I've actually been researching that. Really? Because I wrote a book about that. You did? That's crazy. Let me read your book. What's it called? Or like, or I teach a class about that. Or I just got through taking a class about that. Or I just read this really interesting book about that. Or something like that, where it's just, there's going to be so many synchronicities, and the fact that you guys are gaining the same knowledge. And there's this big energy with the Six of Pentacles energy, where it's like exchange, 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 exchange. Like it's going to be a lot of exchanges, a lot of talking, a lot of communication, a lot of networking. This person could also be at a distance from you. So it could be a lot of, like I said, you could meet this person at like a conference or at something like that. And then you exchange numbers, or you exchange even emails, like work emails. And I'm talking about starting real casually, like real business professional casually, right? And you're just like chatting each other and going back and forth, and you exchange numbers. I just heard WhatsApp. So some of you might like start exchanging your WhatsApp or start doing things like that. Um, so for the light attributes with networker, I got so much out of this card. I'm so chatty today. I'm so chatty today. These piles are all going to be long. I can feel it. Okay. So networker enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So yes, this person could be like, I'm working on this social project, or I'm doing this, or I'm making a community garden, or I'm doing that or doing this. And you're going to be like, wow, like, yes. Hold on just 1 second. Hey, sorry about that. 555 down on the clock, right when I paused that. So they're definitely, uh, there's a lot of stuff coming up during your readings. It's not like necessarily like negative stuff or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of things are going to be happening. So there's going to be a lot of distraction. So like I said, there's going to be a lot popping up in your life at the same time that this person enters your life. And I think they're going to kind of, I don't want to say fly under the radar, but it's going to be like, oh, this is happening, and I'm doing this, and I'm traveling here, and I'm doing that, and I'm taking this class, and I'm doing that. And it's like, oh, I meet this person. They're really cool. They're really cool. But I'm doing all this, and I'm doing all that, and I'm doing this. And oh, they're still here. Oh, they're still here. Oh, they're still here. Like, oh, I really, it's like a slowly developing sort of type thing. But I feel like, yeah, so I don't feel like it's going to be like slow. Like I don't think it's going to take like a year or two for this person to like step up, I'm getting like a good like 6 months or something like that. Like a good like 6 months of this person coming, being in your life, kind of, and they're going to kind of just become like an everyday part of your life, It's kind of like a slowly like, oh yeah, we do this. Oh yeah, I talk every once in a while. It's like the first week it's like, oh, we talk once or twice, and like the second week it's like we talk a couple of times that week, and then like the third week, but the third week, like by a month in you're talking every single day, but it's not like you're talking like romance talk, right? You're just like, have you researched this? Have you done that? Have you seen this? You're sending links and sending memes and sending stuff to each other. Have you watched this? Do you watch that? Do you read this? Do you read that? Like, oh my gosh, this and that, and ha ha ha, and ha ha, ha ha ha, yeah yeah yeah, like I said, just chopping it up, like, and this person is, and like before you know it, you're just gonna be like, wow, like this person is just like an everyday part of my life, and like they mean a lot to me, like they're really important to me, like I really care about them. I also feel like this person is a really good networker. They're like, that's why it's gonna feel like they're very charming. They're very like coming into the like really quickly into this situation with the two of you. But like again, I said, you know, I don't know. It's been a fair amount of time already. It's been like 20 minutes. That was a quick 20 minutes. Like holy crap. Um, yeah. So again, like I said, it's gonna be like, it's not gonna feel like it's gonna kind of feel like not that much time has passed, but you're gonna be like, no, like we've been in each other's lives for a good amount of time, like, but I don't know, it's gonna just fly by, and like you're suddenly gonna be like, wow, like me and this person are basically like kind of together, but we're not together, like Kind, I don't know. It's like it's gonna feel more like best friends. It's gonna feel like really close friends before it becomes like a love situation. But obviously, this is what's next in love. This is your next lover coming in. So yeah. I'm really not feeling the shadow attribute of this, but I'm going to read it out. Conveys information only for personal gain, spread fear and falsehood. I feel like this person is a person that really that campaigns against that. They are so against that. Like, oh, they're so serious. They're just like, that is not me. Absolutely not. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with liars. I don't mess with people who are trying to, like they could be a person that has issues with, like, being like, oh, the media lies to us, and they don't, we only see half truths, and this person is a person that, like, questions authority. Even though they're in a position of authority, they question authority, they question people when they have power over people, especially when people use their voice, or you like unjustly use their power over people. This person's got issues with that. And again, God is the other issue. God is not the issue. But I feel like I definitely feel like this person could be in some kind of spiritual work or some kind of spiritual business. Light attributes benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. I don't know if this person would necessarily say that they're a religious person or say that they necessarily believe in God. They're more like, I believe in universal workings, and I believe in the universal energy that animates all things. This person could be something closer to like Taoist or Buddhist or something like that, where they're not as much about like thinking about, God, like a religious person sitting up in the clouds, like, that kind of that kind of thing. This person could have came from a very religious background, possibly. Okay, or they could have grown up around they could have grown up in, like, if they grew up in the States, they could have grown up in like the Bible Belt, or they could have grown up in a society where a lot of people around them were very like strictly religious. But it feels like a distance. That person has kind of distanced themselves from that kind of belief system. I definitely feel like this person could, yeah. I'm getting more of that, like, with this person, it's just like the universe. The universe sends you signs and synchronicities and stuff like that. I don't know if this person would be a person that would really like pray to, like, or like have like different deities or anything like that they prayed to. I don't think they would have like archangels or anything like that they work with. I feel like this person is more like on the science side, but they definitely have like a blending of like science and kind of spirituality together. Or that could be you. Either way, let it resonate as it does. I feel like this person has a really big issue with using power to control people. I really feel like this person could have felt very controlled in the past by people. Like I said, they really don't like it when authority or leaders or people that you put a lot of trust into, like, abuse that trust to control you and control the information that you get, right? They're really not down for that. They're really very like freedom of information, like unclassify all the classified documents and things like that. Like, show us the truth. I'm not saying that they're necessarily like a conspiracy theorist necessarily or anything like that, but they definitely are kind of like the powers that be. They definitely believe that the powers that be are keeping the powers that be here locally, on the human level, are keeping most people like kind of like sheep, like followers. Like, most people aren't awoken. Most people aren't most people don't know what's really going on, and it's not their fault. It's like this person's like, it's not their fault that they're not awake. It's not their fault that they're not aware, right? They've been brainwashed into staying asleep, into staying in the matrix, into not waking up. That kind of, that kind of thing right there. I really also feel like this person could be very technologically advanced as well. This person could be into like coding or some kind of programming or something like that. This person's very much so about the free exchange of information, especially like over the internet, and especially about, this person's very much so about transparency. They place transparency very high on their list. So don't lie to this person. Be very transparent about how you feel. This person is also very intuitive in the way that they know when people are lying to them, or they know when people are bullshitting them, or they know when people are fudging or kind of stretching the truth, or when people really don't know what they're talking about. So they don't really vibe with that. So don't ever try to bullshit this person. Don't ever try to kind of get over on this person, or don't ever try to be somebody that you're not with this person, because they're going to see right through that, and it's going to very quickly turn them off to you. Like, they're going to be like, nope, I'm not down for that. Like, are you really about this fake stuff? Are you really about that stuff? Now, this person might find your spirituality, or especially if you're kind of a little bit more witchy, or if you have, like I was talking about earlier, about how you might pray to certain deities, or you might pray to, or you might work with, otherworldly entities and things like that. You might believe in interdimensional beings and things like that, like angels, or you might be very like a star seedy person or something like that, where you believe in other stuff, which this person is open to it. They think it's fun to talk about it. They think it's fun to theorize. I don't know if they're like, I believe in it. So between the two of you, I think that you would be the much more like spiritual or religious, or I believe in these kind of deities, these kind of entities. I believe in this sort of type thing. But I feel like that this person is open-minded to it, and I feel like they think it's really interesting about you. I think they're just kind of like, oh, you're kind of mystical and kind of woo. And if you have a lot of like woo woo like stuff, like crystals and synchronicities and all kind of stuff, I feel like it's gonna blow this fucking person's mind. Like if you are like, well, no, it's like this, or I see this, it means that, and yeah. I feel like when you come into this person's life, they're gonna be when you open themselves up to that they're gonna be kind of like popped open to it, and they're going to start seeing it in their life, and they're going to start seeing the synchronicities and seeing the things and noticing how maybe my spirit guides are talking to me about this or about that. Like, is that a thing? Can that be happening? Like, huh? Like, that's kind of wild. It's kind of wilding me out. Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah. So again, like I said, if you were worried about it, I don't think you should be worried about it. What these cards are about, what this relationship is like, what your love life is going to be like with this person. Okay, so I'm getting attraction. So I feel like both of you are, that's why I was getting very like magician kind of energy. I feel like both of you are very much so about manifesting things into your life, manifesting realities into being. Both of you are very into that kind of having control, like you are the ruler of your reality, and you manifest things into being and things like that. I feel like both of you are very attractive. I'm getting very king and queen of wands vibe between the two of you. So I feel like you both very attract a lot of good luck. You attract a lot of positive energy into each other's lives, and the more that you're together, the more that kind of just combines together and just like ramps up and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, right? Like, so it's this very attractive energy, and I think that you're both very attractive people. I think that you both have offers and you both have people that come into your life, but I definitely feel like you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I feel like the both of you are going to really enjoy each other's company, and you're going to put each other in this very like positive love, and this kind of very positive love state. And so it's going to attract a lot of really positive things into your life when this person comes into your life, and around when this person is in your life. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. I feel like you two are both going to help each other. You both have, it's kind of almost kind of like a you have the key to each other's, like, I don't want to say problems or issues, but it's like, remember how I said earlier when I was talking about very Six of Pentacles energy, where we were talking about how, like you have information that this person needs, they have information that you need. It's going to feel very much so like that. I definitely feel like too, there are going to be some anxieties or some fears or some worries that are really high, that are going to be highlighted by this. I feel like both of you might, like I said, I feel like both of you had that betrayal energy in your past, and working on your trust issues, working on getting out of your head and like self-sabotaging yourself is going to be something that both of you are going to very much so work on. You're going to work on together, and you're going to be working on while you're in a relationship with this person. And that Eight of Swords came right back out. So absolutely, I definitely think that's something that you guys need to not worry about, but you guys need to pay attention to make sure that you're looking forward towards the future, and you're not manifesting so much about based on what's happened in the past and what's already happened in the past. It's about your new glorious future with this person. Yeah. So I definitely feel like you and this person are some kind of soulmate energy to each other. And that you definitely, it's given me kind of like soul family, star family, that kind of thing. I definitely feel like you and this person are going to click on a very deep soul level. It doesn't feel as much like, I don't know, like it definitely feels, I feel like there will be romance with this person, but it feels much more like kinship. Like kinship. That's what it feels like. It feels like a person that you can always trust on and that you can always rely on, And I think that it will take a little bit more time for the romantic feelings of this relationship to bloom, but once they do, it will be based in a very deep kinship and friendship and closeness with each other. And I feel like you definitely, both of you are going to be balancing out. We're going to bring this very like balanced energy to each other. You're going to find it's like, I've never met somebody like you. I've never met somebody that's like me in the way that you are before. I've never met somebody that has this. And you're not even doing it for a reason. You're like, you're just jumping on it for no reason. Oh, sorry, it's my cat. Still jumping around everywhere. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, you're not even doing it to like sit on the table or anything. You're just doing it to like walk across. Like, yeah. I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of communication between you and this person. It's going to be 100% really based on like talking to each other. Um, but I definitely feel like this person is definitely going to make you feel very grounded. This person is going to make you feel this person could even like really network and really like really get you into like a sphere, or get you like a foot in the door with like a company or people, or you know, this networking energy between you and this person is going to be very important. It's going to be very important. But I do feel like you're going to need to work on being like, oh, this person doesn't actually like me. Like, just enjoy this relationship for what it is. Enjoy this relationship for what it is. Don't be so much like, oh, this person's not being romantic with me, and they're not liking me, and they're not making sexual advances on me, and they're not like smacking my butt or doing those things. I feel like you you and this person both, I feel like, have struggled with relationships being mostly about chemistry instead of being about compatibility. And the thing is, with you guys, you definitely do have chemistry, but you have far more compatibility than you do just chemistry. And I feel like in the past, you've been very used to people treating you in the way of where there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of lust, there's a lot of, it's about your body, it's about what you can give me, it's about how you serve me, it's about that. And this person's not going to be this way. And I feel like for a while you're just going to be like, oh, we're just friends. I don't feel like this person's like actually romantically interested in me. Like, I don't feel that way with them. Like, I don't, they're not hitting on me, they're not trying to take me out on dates, they're just trying to hang out with me, they're just trying to chill with me. They're not, even if I do give them, like if I bend over in front of them, or if I give them the, like the little, this person's just gonna, they're not, they don't get it. It's not like they don't get it. They just, I feel like, yeah, I feel like this person is really about having their independence, and they're about both of you being very independent from each other. And I feel like as a result of them going through the betrayals and things that they have in the past, that this person really prioritizes not being codependent, not being clingy, not showing up like that. And I feel like at one point you're going to be like, so what's up? Like, are you just not interested? Like, what's up with it? Why haven't you hit on me? Like, why haven't you made, and this person's going to be like, what? Like, and you're just like, so you're just not into me like that? And they're like, I'm very much so interested in you like that. But I didn't want you to think that's all I wanted. I wanted you to know, like, I want you more than that. Like, I like, yes, I am very interested in your body. I'm very interested in you that type of way, but you just mean so much more to me than that. You mean so much more to me than the physicality of us being together. You mean so much more to me than hitting on you or flirting with you or, sending dirty texts to each other. Like, I really respect you, and I really care about you, and I really love you. And I wanted us to build a friendship together first. And you're going to be like, oh, oh, you were trying to treat me like a lady. Oh, you were trying to be a gentleman. Like, oh. Gonna be like, oh, okay. And this person's like, no, I'm very much so interested in you that way. Like, so please don't get it twisted. Like, I want you. Like, I really do want you. I wanted to build a friendship. I didn't want to dive too quickly into that. This person might have had issues with the same thing, where they're like, people use them for their sexuality, or people didn't see more to them, and they're just going to get so caught up in the fact that you guys are just more, and you guys are just having fun, and it's just more about your friendship, and it's more about your connection, and it's more about your energy exchange, it's more about that. And this person's like, I just didn't want to fuck it up. Like, I didn't want to fuck it up by making it about us, having sex together, because this person might feel like in the past that relationships kind of ended or relationships kind of devolved into being nothing about that once they introduced their sexuality into the relationship. So they're like, nah, like this person might make zero kind of sexual advances on you for months, right? For months. And you're like, so you're not into it, yeah? And they're like, what? Like, I want you so bad. Like, I've been holding back this whole time. Like, I just wanted you to know that I really respect you and I care about you. And I want it to be more than just this. But please believe me. Please believe me. I will give you this wand when you want it. I will lay it down on you, okay? And I just, I wanted to know that there was more to us than that. I wanted you to know there's more to me, to us than that, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I gotta end this. I gotta end this. But Wheel of Fortune. This is gonna be really much so about divine time between you and this person. But please don't at all think that it won't be. And when you guys do, it's gonna be like on and popping. I really feel like once you guys do become physical with each other, you're gonna be like, yeah, like this is it. This You're my person. Like, I know this. Like, we're together. It just is what it is. Like, yeah, I knew it. I've been knew it. I've been known it. Like, yeah, I've been known it. I've been known. But I think that the both of you are kind of, like, you could have been single for a while. Like I said, you've been single for a while. You've been so about yourself for a while. You've been so about your healing, and you're kind of like getting back out there, and you're like, I don't know. I was just so caught up in enjoying us just having a good, positive, healthy, like, friendship and relationship. I didn't want to mess it up, Like, I didn't want to lose you. You mean so much more to me than just what your body can give me, you know? Wow. Two more, and then we gotta wrap it up. Yeah. So there is definitely some lessons here for the both of you to learn. You're learning lessons, and that's not necessarily in the way where it's like a karmic person mistreating you to learn about boundaries or to learn about your lessons, or, oh, here comes another narcissist in your life to point out the things that you need to heal inside yourself. It's not in that type of way. It's like, wow, a good, positive, healthy, loving relationship. I need to be open to this. Like, I need to get over what's happened to me in the past so that I can allow this to really turn into something real. So I can allow a different part of our relationship to flourish. Like, I can't be scared. I can't be scared of intimacy. I can't be scared of, that things are going to be, that this person is going to, like, once they get me in bed, like, that's all they're going to care about. Like, I can't be scared of that. Like, I can't be scared to allow what I really want and who I really am to shine because I'm scared to lose this person. Like, I've got to take that risk. I've got to take that vulnerability. Like, I've got to take this to the next level. And once you do, yeah, it's something else here with this person, for real. But I definitely feel like both of you are going to have some kind of abandonment wounds or abandonment issues that are going to get triggered, that might get a little triggered around this because you care about each other so much. And again, you're really regretful of things that have happened in the past. And so it kind of holds you back from getting that type of intimacy going in the relationship. Yeah. So I think they were pretty much giving you the the advice already, but let's get some final advice for you with this person. I definitely feel like this is going to be a very healing relationship. This person is going to come in at a very healing time in your life for sure. And again, communication is key. So opening up to this person and telling them how you really feel is going to be so important. Opening up and starting those roads of communication, being like, I've dealt with a lot of stuff in the past. Honestly, like I said, this like trying to kind of say it without saying it is not going to work with this person because it's going to come off to them like you're hiding things. It's going to come off to them like you're trying to play mind games with them. It's going to come off to them like you're trying to be sneaky or you're trying to sneak something into happening. So you just need to be open and honest with this person and be like, look, like, I've dealt with some really messed up stuff in the past. It's given me some issues. It's given me some trust issues. Like, if you'll just work with me, like, be honest about what you need from this person and about what you want from this person, and stand in your boundaries 100%. You know, don't go silent on this person. Okay. And again, you and your loved ones are safe. So you need to understand that you're safe to allow this connection to come in. I feel like both of you need to work, are going to be working on feeling safe and feeling, allowing yourself to feel vulnerable with somebody again, and allowing this kind of relationship and allowing this kind of intimacy and this kind of closeness to really happen. Because I feel like, again, like I said, I feel like you guys are going to be like, we're so good together and we're so happy together, exactly as it is now. Like, some of, or like, if you do get into a relationship, you might, if one of you does want to take it to the next level, or if one of you does want some kind of commitment with each other, I feel like there's going to be a little start and stop kind of energy. But then once you guys commit and you're together, like, it's smooth after that. But definitely, I feel like a fiery climax approaches. Like, it is definitely going to be like final. Like, you're going to meet this person and you're going to be like, oh, this is fun. Oh, this is interesting. You're like, it's almost like this energy. It's like, if I let go, if I let myself completely fall for this person, I'm going to be engulfed in this energy. And it's scary. It's like we're such good friends and we're so close and we click on so many levels and it's so interesting. And, we're so good together. And I'm scared. I'm kind of scared of that intimacy a little bit. I'm scared of really letting my walls all the way down and trusting, because I've been so betrayed. I've been so hurt. I've been so, I've let down my walls before in the past and I've really gotten burned because of it. And both of you are in this situation here where you're being offered a brand new start. Right? You're being offered a brand new start. So let it start. Let it be a new start. Don't bring your issues from your past into this relationship as much as you can, right? As much as you can avoid and you could heal and not deal with these past relationships, or not see this person as your past person, the better this relationship is going to be. Yeah. And don't let your pride get in your way. So don't let your ego, or don't let your fears, or don't let your worries, or don't let, what is this? Don't let your pride. There's something else here in this. Don't let your pride get in your way. Oh, don't be too in your mind. Don't be too like, I'm so off in my spiritual journey and I'm so off in this and off in that. I don't have time for this. There's something there with that. It's about being alone. Both of you might be kind of like loner people, or one of you might be loner people, but it's time to step back and look at the bigger picture here. It's time to be like, wow, like, I've really found somebody that I can really resonate with, and I don't have to be scared to allow this person to get into my life. Don't allow like your shadow self or your ego, or any of that, to kind of convince you to be scared, or to convince you of the what ifs, or convince you that this is not going to work out. Definitely ground into this. Meditate and contemplate. Meditate on this. Ground into this. Grounding is going to be so important. Get out there in nature, barefoot, on the grass, going for walks, spending time by water, by the ocean, out and about, out where you can just ground your energy. Go out and hug a tree, spend some time in parks. Like, seriously, you're going to need it. You're really going to need it to ground your way through this, and to really see past any kind of like shadow work that you might be doing while this person is coming into your life. And again, communication is so key between you guys. Be open and honest with this person about how you really feel and what you really want. Always be upfront with this person. Don't feel like, I also feel like either you or this person has really felt in the past you've been neglectful, or you've been hesitant to step up and tell people what you need, to set boundaries and be like, I need this. I need time. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need this from you. I need space from you, or I need more from you. You've been neglectful to do that in the past because you've been afraid that people will leave you if you have expectations, if you have boundaries, right? This relationship is going to test that and tell you, if you don't need to be scared to tell this person what you need. They'd much rather you just be upfront about what you want and what you need. Because when you do things like holding things in and letting it pile up and then like having an outburst or having that, it really makes this person take a step back from you and be like, I'm not really into that. Like, why are you holding back? Definitely, I feel like a lot of prosperity lies ahead with you, between you and this person. There's a lot of possibilities, okay? I also feel like there's a possibility of like you kind of just letting this go, or letting this not develop in the beginning because you're so busy, or because you have so much other stuff going on, you know? I definitely feel like this person, you know, like I said, I feel like both of you are kind of introverted, or both of you are kind of like loners. Nothing is yet set in stone. So understand that nothing is yet set in stone here. Like, this is still a very malleable relationship that you could have with this person. So how you act and the way that you choose to handle is really going to change what type of relationship you can have with this person. Um, yeah, be bold and make the first move. Don't hesitate to step up and say what you want. Don't hesitate to step up and tell this person what you need, right? Don't hide things. Don't, you know, oh, I just won't tell them about that because that'll make, no, don't do things like that. Be open and honest with this person about what you're going through and what you need from them, especially once you actually get into like a serious relationship with this person. Like, always be honest with them and upfront, and just say, hey, I need this, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Remember, this person, even if they have like psychic abilities, or even if they have that, they are not a mind reader in that kind of sense. You know what I'm saying? When people say that, you know, it's like they are not a mind reader. You know, they might be very empathetic and they might be very understanding of a lot of things that you go to, but you need to just be open and honest with this person about what you need and what you expect. Because for the majority of them, they will give you what they need. They will give you what you need. They'll step up. If you say, I need more time, they'll give you more time. If you say, you know, I need more attention, they'll give you more attention. If you say, you know, I need some distance closed between us, they'll close the distance. They'll do, because they really care about this relationship with you. But you also need to be very open and honest about what you're dealing with and the things that you're recovering from and what's happened in your past and why you feel the need to be fiercely independent, or why this person, you know, there's gonna need to be, excuse me, really open and clear communication between the two of you to really make this work. All right, to make this work in a really positive way. All right, well, that's what I have for you. Of course, it ran just as long as the first one did, if not longer. But I really appreciate you guys, definitely longer. Definitely appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so very much. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to claim this, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay. If you have any wants for any kind of like personal reading or anything like that, my contact information, excuse me, is in the description box down below. So check all that out. If you feel drawn to any other of the piles here or any other of my readings, please check that out as well. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, especially if you're digging the vibe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. Hello, pile 3. How are you lovelies doing? You guys chose the move on card. Okay, so thank you for being here. I'm not gonna lie, I already have a kind of feeling that this reading is gonna be a little bit heavy. 10 of Cups. So let's go ahead and get into what's going on here with you and your person. All right. So again, like I said in the beginning, this is going to be the next love connection you have coming in. Also at the end, as always, like I said at the beginning, if you skipped over the intro, if you are not happy with anything that I say in this reading, you are more than welcome to, you know, change what you're manifesting, to change your attitude, or to see the signs, or see, you know, this is this person coming into your life and be like, nah, fam, this is not what I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on here. So I have the move on card. This isn't going anywhere. And I have that they have someone else. So I'm really getting that this is possibly somebody that you moved away from, or that you moved on from, a person. I don't really get that this person ghosted you, but this person could have, you could have been talking to this person in the past and they could have chose to go date somebody else or be with somebody else. This person could be coming back around to you. Okay, it's kind of giving me this energy of, with this 5 of Pentacles card right here. See how this person's like crying and this other person's like coming up and they're like, here you go, here's 5 Pentacles, like, are you okay with that? Like, hi, like, I know that I had 10 Pentacles, but now I can come back around and give you 5 Pentacles. Is that okay? So be aware of that. Just also be aware, look up into this person and make sure that you know what's going on, because I was just looking at the they have somebody else card, and then a card flipped over. Let's see what this card is. 10 of Wands. This person could be dealing with a lot of burdens from their past, and it's kind of giving me an energy of perhaps maybe this person is not dealing with the burdens from their past in like the healthiest or the most high vibrational way. Okay. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. I'm not even joking. Like, they definitely could be judging, The Justice card, they could be juggling you with somebody else, or they could not be all the way broken up with their person when they come towards you. Okay, so please just be aware of that. Especially if this person is somebody, like I said, that like moved on from you and then came back around. Eight of Wands. I definitely feel like this person's got a lot going on in their life. But you see how there's 8 wands like shooting up all around everywhere, and this person is choosing one. Like, it's kind of giving me that vibes of where, of like, this person likes to have a lot of options, or this person likes to have a lot of people around them. Um, this person could also even have with the Seven of Swords, which is weird. I don't usually get the it's a Wands, actually, Seven of Wands energy. Um, it's giving me this kind of like fish out of water. Like, this person might even have like a victim mentality. Emperor energy here on the bottom of the deck. This person could be a father, or they could have went and gotten another relationship, and they got that person pregnant, or they got pregnant with their past person. They could have another person. I'm also getting here. I'm not like I normally don't say this, but this is just what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing, if you're a masculine searching out for a feminine energy here, this person could have daddy issues, is what I just heard. Or you might classify this person as having issues with their father, or issues with authority. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. This person likes drama. This person likes drama. This person likes to cause issues or cause problems. Or they like being involved in drama. They like being in karmic relation. Like, they don't think they actively like being in karmic relationships, but this person has not healed. I'll tell you that. Even if you're not supposed to be a karmic to this person, like, they like karmic relationships. The world. You have an opportunity to start a brand new cycle here, to turn away from, so if you know that this kind of emotionally or physically unavailable person is kind of your type, or has been your type, this is an opportunity to kind of swerve this. So I'm sorry to say, my loves, you might have already clicked off of this, but if you were kind of in the midst of kind of trying to talk to somebody, but you were getting kind of like a weird vibe or a weird feeling, or you just had like that weird gut feeling, like, I don't know if I can trust this person, or I'm not okay. And I don't know why, but I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's like a couple of birds. They're having like a fight on my back porch. Like, they're just like squawking and fighting. Like, so like I said, this person might have like an ex or a person behind them that's talking a lot of shit. They're gonna come towards you. This person's gonna talk shit. This person's gonna be tweeting on Twitter, possibly, or on Instagram, or on social media, like, oh, your new girl ain't shit, yeah, 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 or your new guy ain't shit, blah blah blah. Oh, there's some toxicity there. Okay, there is some kind of toxicity here. And for some of you, it might be that it's not really this person's fault, that they just have a very toxic ex. However, this person is not setting down boundaries with that person. This person is not doing their due diligence, to cut this person off. If this person has like a baby mama or something like that, or has like, did get somebody pregnant, or just have a child with somebody, they could still be involved with this person. Like, every once in a while they could go back over there and spend the night. Oh, it was just about, like, it feels like drama. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It feels like drama with this person. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So these two archetype cards are who this person is. Priest. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. That's the light attributes. Shadow attributes: violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. I do feel like this person could be a little bit full of themselves, or could be a little bit full. With this priest card, I'm getting this person does serve a spiritual relevance in your life. Okay, but karmics do that too. Like, karmics serve a very important spiritual relevance in our life. But I don't know. Can you give me, thank you for this priest card? 6 of Pentacles. So I do feel like you and this person have like a lesson or something to teach each other. Or you have this kind of like, there's something in the energy in this person that's like attracting you to them. probably because they have some type of spiritual lesson to teach you, and their actions and how they're going to treat you. Seven of Swords, yeah. It might be some kind of self-sabotaging behaviors, that you're getting into these emotionally unavailable relationships with these people, or you get into you start going out with a person, you start getting to know them, and they're like, oh, all my exes are crazy, my baby mama, she like this, she like that, or he like this, my baby dad, he like this, he like that. It's all kind of drama, they go in this, and you're the type of person that's like, oh, that's not their fault, oh, that's not, but it could be a situation here where spirit's like, you need to stop getting involved with these type of people, because if these people are still dealing with this drama, they're not ready to date. They're not ready to be out there. They're not ready to do that, because they're not setting down proper boundaries in their life. And it's not for you. It's not for you to go to their baby mama, or go to their ex, or go to their mom, or go to whoever it is that they don't have boundaries in, to say, I'm here now, I'm the new woman in the life, or I'm the new man in the life, you need to step off. No, that's not your place, right? And if you tend to be the type of person that does that, spirit is saying, this is the relationship, or this is going to be the relationship that makes you stop. Okay? Or you can choose to stop. You can just choose to stop and choose not to fuck with people that act like this. Or you can get into this relationship and you're going to deal with some drama, and it's going to make you be like, I'm not putting myself in this place ever again. So it's just about what you're ready for. Honestly, it's just about what you're ready for. And I'm sorry, I wish all of these people, yeah, you are such a kind and loving and gentle person. And you care so much about other people, and you care so much about being this liberator. Yeah, I'm getting much more about, like, with this liberator card right here. This seems like you. Like, I'm not even gonna joke. Like, and I don't mean this in a kind of like mean way, but you're giving me Captain Save-A-Ho vibes. And please believe me, I have been that person. Okay, I have been that person. It's like, oh, they need my help. They just need understanding. They need somebody to be there for them. They need no. No. You can't change anybody. You can't make anybody grow up. You can't make anybody want to be there for themselves, or put up strong boundaries, or stand up for themselves. You can't make anybody do any of that shit. They got to do it for themselves. And it's not your place to do it. And if they're not ready to do that, it's not for you to come into their life and be like, you need to act this way, and you need to cut your mom off, and you need to stand up for yourself. No, they need to learn how to do that for themselves, because that's the issue right there. And look, even how much these two people look alike, right? All right, like, look how much, like, she's holding that cup, and it's like all this like light and swirling energy, and then here she's holding the torch, and all this white light energy, beaming down around. They look a lot, they even favor each other. They look a lot alike. So if you're the feminine energy here, I feel like you're much more like, like I said, like, you really like to liberate, free each other. Light attributes: freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Shadow attributes: imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. Exactly. So I think this person is the type of person that just, like, ignores people in their life. They ignore the fact that their mom or their ex abuses them, or isn't there for them, or doesn't show up for them. But again, at the end of the day, you can't come in and be that person's guard, or be that person's shield, or be that person that helps this person. Like, oh, I just need to go in and save them. I need to teach them how to be an adult. I need to teach them how to not deal with that anymore. Like, nah, that's not your role. That's not your business. And if you tend to be that type of person, you're taking 10 of wands, you're taking on too many burdens that it's not yours. They have somebody else. There's constantly some kind of third party energy here that's causing issues, that's causing problems. And how come it's always you that has to be the one to step up? How come it always has to be you to tell this person it's not appropriate for her to be calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning? It's not appropriate for your mom to treat you like her boyfriend, or treat you like her husband instead of her son. That's weird, right? That's called enmeshment. Look it up if you've had issues with that before, with mama's boys in the past, okay? Or you've, just gonna be honest, you've had problems with setting up boundaries between your mom or whoever you are in this situation, okay? There's some serious energy here around, needing to step up into your own, yeah, into your own business. And honestly, whoever this person is, they're going to constantly have you feeling like you're having to go between the two. So you're having to go between the two. honestly. Okay. So I'm really feeling like, and I'm not saying this just to kind of like poo poo on guys or anything like that, but I really feel like it's the masculine energy here who has issues with their ex, or issues with their mom, or issues with other feminine energies in their life, feeling like they're the ones that get to push them and pull them and tell them where to go and tell them what to do. Okay. And the feminine energy here is always the one showing up being like, you need to liberate yourself from this. You need to let go of this. You don't need to do this. You need, and you're like, why is every single guy that I get into my life the same way? Because most people start going on dates with these people, and they're like, whoa, you're way too close to your mom. This is issues. This is problems. I'm not dealing with this. And they get out, but you stay. You stay because you're like, I can change them. I can help them. I can liberate them. If only their baby mama, if only their ex wasn't into their life, if only they would step up and like assert their dominance, if only they would just like give some distance in between, if only we could move, if only we didn't live down the street from his mom, if only his baby mama wasn't always causing all this trouble, if only this person stepped up and did what they needed to do in their life. But they're not. And it's not on you to go, but if they would, if this wasn't right, if this wasn't wrong, if this wasn't wrong, we'd be perfect. But you're not. You're not, because they're not. So whatever it is they're going to choose, whatever third party or whatever thing that they have, something else, whatever it is that they're choosing over you, they're always going to choose that. Because if they wanted to be different, they would. If they wanted to choose you, they would. If they wanted to put their baby mama in their place, they would. If they wanted her to stop calling at 3 o'clock in the morning, they would. They'd block her, or they wouldn't answer the phone. If they wanted to put their mom in their place, they would. If they wanted to get a better job, they would. If they wanted to get a job, they would. If they wanted to lay down the pipe, they would. Okay? If they wanted to let go of their addictions, their habits, if they wanted to look away, if they wanted to stop going out and partying with the boys and leaving you alone at home, they would. No matter what they say, how are they acting? Don't ignore the red flags that this person gives you when they first come into your life, because these type of people, they're going to test you. They're going to say things to you. They're going to tell you stories. They're going to pose scenarios to you in very kind of under the table, kind of shady ways. And they're going to see your reaction based on that. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you're like, that's an issue. That's an issue. You need to work on that. You need to deal with that. And then this person drops off the map for a little while, and they kind of distance themselves from you, or they're like, well, that's really none of your business. But then they do some kind of weird emotional games where they stop talking to you or stop texting you for a little bit in order to punish you for that type of behavior, for you saying that. This is the type of person that will try to groom you, right? That will try to groom you into being okay with their toxic behavior, right? Yeah. So they'll tell you little stories about how all their exes are crazy. And if you're sitting there eating it up, if you're sitting there like, that's crazy, I can't believe they treated you that way, you didn't deserve that, you're so much better than that. Oh, that's what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear, well, what did you do? Well, why are you, it's a red flag if somebody's like, all my exes are crazy. It's like, okay, then what do you need to heal about yourself? And I know that it might be triggering because you might be like, all my exes are psycho. Exactly. What do you need to heal inside of yourself so that you are not okay with allowing those people to get in the door anymore? Right? This is tough love Gia's coming out here, okay? Everybody else got ushy gushy gooey Gia, but you get, I'm serious with you, right? I'm really serious with you. I care about you, all right? You deserve so much more than a person that's going to treat you like this. If you have to get into this relationship to learn this lesson, then you'll get into it. But you're here, if you're early in the stages of this relationship, I don't care where you are in this relationship. I don't care if you've been with this person, okay, for 2 years. Get out of it. Period. Get out of it. If this person was going to be different, they would be different. And if they want to say they're going to change, they can change, and they can show you prolonged change, and then you can think about getting into a relationship with them, right? But anybody can say they're going to change. get a little bit better for a week or two, put their foot down for a week or two, for a month or two, but watch when those same habits come right back. Watch when those same tactics come right back, and watch when they're guilting you for calling them out on their toxic behavior, or calling their ex out on their toxic behavior, and watch the excuses about why it's okay that they act like that, why it's okay that their mom acts like that, why it's okay that their dad acts like that, why it's okay that they allow their ex to do this or say this or shift them around. Well, that's the mom of my child, and it's really not any of your business. Cool, not my business. I'm out. I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to involve myself in this, right? Because you really don't want to involve yourself with somebody at all that you have to give that kind of advice to, right? Because what kind of self-love and self-respect can they have to have themselves continuously in that situation? And you need to ask yourself, what kind of self-love and self-respect do you have for yourself for being with a person like this? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, this person might have some kind of drinking issue or drinking, and this person's always going to be tempted, okay? And the more you try to get this person to behave or to act right, the more they're going to be more tempted by their toxic ex or their toxic mom, who are going to be coming up, see that person giving them that cup, like, oh, just keep drinking this cup. Oh, you don't need to change. Oh, you don't. I'm telling you. This is the type of person that will have you like competing with their ex, competing because they're going to go behind you and, oh, this person does this and this person does that, and they're always mean to me and they do this to me. When you would say, well, I'm just trying to encourage you to like cut your toxic family off, or to cut this off, or to stop doing that, or to, get some help, go to rehab, do something about yourself. Like, and this person's like, you're the issue, you're the problem, because you're always making my issues a problem. You're the one making the drinking a problem. You're the one making my relationship with my ex a problem. You're the one stirring up drama between me and my mom. You're the one, because you're always going to be the issue. You're always going to be the problem. It's never going to be them. It's never going to be their ex. It's never going to be those things. And even if they do get to a point where their ex wilds out or their mom acts really crazy, and they're like, that's it. I can't control it. You're right. These people are going to come back, and they're going to be like, they're the mother of my child. What do you want me to do? I can't cut them out. I got to see my kid, or what do you want? They're my mom. I can't do that. I can't cut them off. I can't do that. You're going to be constantly in competition. They are going to put you in a sense when you are constantly in this fight for their love, or constantly in a fight to heal them, or constantly in a fight to to get them to see reason, or it's like, this person would be so great if they would just, but they're not. Why? And you could be spending your time with people who you don't have to say, but if he didn't do this, but if they didn't do that, but if she didn't say this, but if she didn't say that, but if she didn't work at this job, but if she didn't say this, if she didn't have this ex, if she didn't have this relationship with her mom or her dad, if they didn't do this, if they didn't do that, they'd be so perfect. But they're not. They're not that person. And anything other than the person that you want them to be right now is a waste of your time. Because it's not your job to stand around waiting for somebody else to change. And it's also not your job to remind this person that they need to change, that they need to grow up, that they need to deal with their issues. That's not your job. They're a grown up. They can handle their ish on their own. They can handle their business on their own. And if they're not doing it, it's not your business to do it. It's a waste of your time, actually. You're lowering yourself and lowering you're lowering your vibe. You're lowering yourself to match up with this person because you see the potential in them. That's not worth it. It is not worth it to stick around seeing the potential in somebody, having such a big heart and being like, well, they just need help and they just need guidance and they just need a friend and they just need somebody that listens. No, what they need to do is get off their ass and deal with their own issues, but they don't. They want you to deal with them. They want you to provide a solution. And when you don't, and when it doesn't work, and when it doesn't change, and when they finally are like, what? Like, you're the one that's the issue. My drinking's not the issue. You're the one that's the issue. My ex is not the issue. You're the one that's the issue. And you're like, are you serious? They're toxic and yeah. And how can't you see that? They can't see that because they're toxic too and they don't want to change. Nine of Wands, like I said, this is a really big karmic lesson for you. It's time for you to learn this really big karmic lesson. It really, really is. And 10 of Cups in reverse. This is not your long-term happiness. It's not. So your spirit guides are telling you, hey, you can either learn this lesson right now, or you can learn this lesson in this relationship and let while this person treats you like a dog, right? So you can either learn that lesson and swerve this person and don't be with them at all, or okay, or you can learn this lesson now and say, you know what? I'm going to pay attention to the red flags that I see while I'm dating this person, or, like them keeping you waiting, or them, from the first time that you meet them, they're already barely paying attention to you, or looking at other people, or staring at other girls' asses, or, like, I don't know, just being disrespectful. That's what I get. And instead of you overlooking these things, let these things mean something to you, right? Don't be so scared that this person's going to leave you, or they're not going to want to deal with you, because they are. These type of people, like I said, they will try to groom you into acting the way that they want you to act, right? They will try to punish you. They'll stop talking. You might say something during the conversation that they don't like, and they're going to pick up their phone and start swiping, or they're going to flirt a lot with the waitress to make you jealous, right? To make you work harder for their attention, for their affection. They're that type of person. They need their ego stroked, right? They're going to be the type of person that you're like, why the hell are you flirting with this girl at the CVS? Why I got to do that? Are you are you bugging? I wasn't flirting with her. I wasn't doing that. These are those, oh, you don't have to, that person you don't have to worry about. You got to worry about it, because they're the ones, this person you're in a relationship, they're the ones starting drama. They're the ones starting competition. They're the ones that are giving their ex oh, she just don't do it at you. Oh, she just don't act like you. Man, she just be on my ass sometimes. Like, you're sitting there. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, so this person, they like to create competition. They like to create competition between the people in their life, Yeah. And they want somebody to be like a savior to them, right? But they want somebody to come in. They keep getting themselves trapped in these traps and being like, oh no, I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Please come in and save me. But they're the ones causing all their own issues. They're the one causing all their own drama. They're the ones, yeah. And they'll just constantly keep you in this drama if you're in this relationship with this person. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay? Okay. So y'all. So for these cards, the romance angels was, what would this love life be like with them? What would your relationship be like with them? Pay attention to the red flags, and this could be the one in reverse. So this person is not for you. They're really not for you. You've known that. I pretty much kind of figured that, but I leave it open for this move on card being your main card, right? And this, they have somebody else and move on. Okay. You could very easily swerve this person, okay? You do not have to get into a relationship with this person. You could very easily swerve getting into a relationship with this person and not have to deal with this. Like I said before, you just need to do more work on realizing what your self-worth is and what you're worth. You're not worth a person that keeps you wanting you to save them, or for you to rescue them all the time, even though they're the ones putting themselves in their own situations, And I definitely feel like this person with this priest card is giving me like, this person could have like narcissistic tendencies, or could have some kind of like dark attachments or something like that. Violates the trust of your spiritual community. Yeah. Seduced by your own spiritual role. Yeah. I feel like this person has a very big self-importance. And I feel like too, this person is very drawn into your energy. This person is drawn into your very like liberator, loving, love and light, peaceful, sweet energy. And they're drawn in to use and abuse that energy. They're energy vampire for sure. And they're always creating like chaos, and just like creating destruction and chaos in their relationships with everybody that they're with. King of Swords. Also, this person honestly is very cold. They're very cold. They're very calculating. They could be an air sign, but it's just drama. It's drama with this person. 24 hours a day. They're very aloof, very dramatic. Although they try to act like they're above the drama, even though they're the ones creating the drama. And again, with this hermit energy here, they're very much so like, I really feel like in relationships, they're very much so like alone. They're going to leave you feeling very lonely, feeling very kind of like, they're going to have you being that person you're in a relationship with. Like, that's, you're constantly asking yourself, like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting up with this? You know, why am I doing this? Is this even worth it? This person's not even worth it. That kind of energy. And also, I definitely feel like this person with this Three of Cups here, they prioritize their friends, they prioritize their friend group, or they prioritize, I don't know, like getting on Xbox Live, I don't know, with the boys, or PS5 Live with the boy, whatever, like, it's that kind of energy where they're just like, I got other stuff to do. Why don't you go cook and clean and make me feel like be a little homemaker and just shut up and let me do what I want to do. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting off of this. This person, also be careful with this King of Pentacles here. This person could actually be quite financially abusive, okay? They could really, like I said, they could really want you to just be a homemaker. And underneath this, look at this. Underneath this, look at this. Look how that person is just like got you pregnant. So if you are the feminine energy here, or if you're the masculine energy here, they could be looking at you like, you look like a paycheck, so get me pregnant. Or they could be like, I want somebody to like just have my kids and settle down with me, and to be a at home, a stay at home mom. And I make all the money, I make all the decisions, I'm the ruler of this circumstance. They like putting people in circumstances where they're in power and the other person feel disempowered, and the other person feel like they don't have what they need, and I really feel like on the end you're going to end up, Six of Swords, you're going to end up running away from this relationship, and you might end up running away from this relationship being a single parent or being a single mom. I feel like if you got into this relationship, you would really understand how the ex got to be as crazy as they are, or why the ex acts as wild as they do, because you're just like, yo, you're abusive, like, yo, you got issues, like, and it doesn't surprise me that you got a crazy baby mom, or you got a crazy ex that has your kids or something like that. It doesn't surprise me that you have a crazy mom, a crazy controlling mom, or a crazy controlling, parent in your life that does all it. Like, you're a direct reflection of that. I also feel like, especially if it's the mom, it's a situation here where this mom is like, my son can do no wrong, so you will not ever have an ally in this person. You will never have a person that you can go to and be like, they're acting like this or they're acting like that, or they just smacked me and told me to get back in the kitchen because I told them that I didn't want them for the third night in the row to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning playing video games with their friends while I'm the only one taking care of the baby. Their mom's gonna look at you like, are you crazy? My son pays for everything for you. That house that you live in, my son pays for that. Like, you don't work. You stay at home. That's what you do. Stay in your place. Like, you're never going to have an ally in this person's friends, in this person's family, ever. Because they very much so only allow people that they can control to stay in their proximity. That's it. So if you have a mind of your own, if you're going to buck against their ways, if you're going to call them out on their toxicity, they're going to cut you out. They're going to cut you out, or they're going to beat you down until you submit and you just deal with it. So that's your choice, right? What I would do is just cut this person out and move the heck on, move on. This isn't going anywhere that you don't want to be. Do not allow this person to bring up this karmic past issues with you, okay? Do not allow that to happen at all. Like, wow. Yeah, I'm just getting that, like, a really strong, like, financially abusive, whoever this king, look. And it's like, see how this man's got the coin right there, like a flip of a coin. With a flip of a coin, this person could one day just come home and tell you, get out, or one day come home and tell you, like, I'm leaving you and I'm taking the baby, or something crazy like that. Like, I'm just telling you, like, this person, they're quite manipulative and quite abusive. They might come off as very charming at first. It's going to be a little bit at a time, but the red flags are going to be there. Pay attention to these warning signs, okay? This person's very much so, this could be the type of person that very much so love bombs you. That's like, you're so perfect, we're so perfect, everything about us is perfect, yada, 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 all this other stuff. Like, Yeah. So I really feel like Spirit says you need to hold your vision for exactly who you want your next romantic partner to be. And if it's not this, then you need to change the direction that you're going in. Then you need to heal some things inside of you. Then you need to not compromise who you are and what you want. Don't allow this abuser or this narcissistic person to come into your life and have financial freedom over you. And they could come off like they're everything that you want in a partner. Okay, they're gonna come off really smooth, they're gonna take you out on dates, they're gonna be paying for things, but there are going to be little signs that you are going to see, right? Don't take little things and think, oh, they'll just stay little. No, they're gonna get bigger, they're just gonna get worse, right? So don't like I said, don't ignore those little signs of them like ignoring you when you say something or do something that they don't like, or if you wear something that they don't like, or are you really going to wear that? Maybe you should go change. Are you really going to look like that? Maybe you shouldn't do that. They're going to do little things like basically it's going to be like, oh, I've been thinking about taking this new role. Are you really ready for that? I don't know if you should step up. Maybe you should stay here. Well, actually, I've been thinking about asking you to quit your job because I want to just take care of you. Like, I'm a man and I want to take care of you, baby. Let me take care of you, baby. But it's because they want to have control. They want to have financial control over you. Yeah. Surrender to the divine. So, there what do you need to release? This connection with this person. Because I feel like for a lot of you, this person is like really close. They could already be in your life, or you could already be talking to them, or they could already be kind of weaseling their way into your life. Please be careful. Please be careful. Because you're getting some kind of, I don't know, should I trust? Should I? This person is a master at reading your insecurities and learning how to flip those to their advantage, right? So if they can tell that you've never had people really gush over you or spend money on you or do those things, they're gonna do those things. You're gonna think, wow, this is everything I've ever been wanting, but is it really? Don't pay attention to the red flags just because you like a few of the things that they do. Meditate, yeah, meditate and contemplate. Think on this shit some more. Really ground yourself. Ground yourself through this and really think about the signs that you're getting. Yeah, don't let yourself become a fool for this person. Your hard work is paying off. Often, many times, like when we're in the process of like going through our spiritual evolution, when we're in the process of really getting up there and like just when we're putting ourselves out there, just when we're getting that confidence, we will have like a karmic energy or like somebody try to come along just when we're at the heights. We'll have somebody that just shows up right at the right time, that kind of feels like the right person in the right place at the right time. um but there are going to be signs that you don't need to ignore. There are going to be red flags that when you're just like, well, I guess I could deal with that. Well, I guess I could deal with this. Well, that's not so bad. If you find yourself saying that, it's not the one. This is the person's not the one for you. Or if you find yourself being like, wow, this kind of reminds me of my ex, but they're not them. They kind of remind me of this, but they're not them. Hell no. Where is that card that flipped? A personal issue reaches resolution. Spirit is saying that you're working really hard to overcome this issue right here, that you're working really hard to overcome setting your boundaries and knowing your worth and knowing what you're worth in a relationship and knowing what kind of partner you deserve to have. And you have every opportunity now to release that, to release thinking that you're not worth it, to whoever told you whatever partner, whatever parent, whatever in the past made you feel like you're not worth it or made you feel like you should compromise yourself. Fuck that. Exactly. And when you get into that energy, that's when you can expect powerful change, baby. That's when you're stepping into that North Node energy and you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're like, nah, fuck that. Call that man out. Don't be afraid to walk out on a date like a boss. Are you flirting with the waitress? No, I'm not. You're paranoid. No, I'm not. Get up and walk out. Get up and walk out. And this person might come back. They might, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I can't. Oh, well, be aware. These people are gonna, this person is gonna try to find their way to snake and slither into your life, okay? But they're always gonna show their true self. You can't hide yourself for too long. Okay, not this type of person, because this type of person wants to ensure, right? They got to start testing you. They got to start testing your boundaries to see if you're going to burn them, to see if you're going to kick them out of their life, because they don't want to waste their time with somebody who actually has self-worth and actually cares about themselves, because those people are too hard to break, you know? If you consistently have that self-worth and have it up here and you don't bring, I know, I don't care. I don't care what you're dealing with. If you're not ready, if you got baby mama drama, or if you got shit and you can't put down your foot, nah, get out of my life. I'm not interested. Block, move on. Go on other dates, go and do other stuff. Okay? Show the universe what you know you're worth, and you are not worth this bullshit. Mm-mm. Balance spirituality and practicality. Okay? Start balancing out. Okay? Start balancing out some of those issues, some of those spiritual lessons that you've been having, and start putting those practical uses to them, right? It's not just about, yeah, spirit is like, really, like, you've been learning a lot of these lessons. It's really time for you to start really applying them, making them applicable in your everyday life, and seeing the signs, you know? You've had the same signs from past people, from past relationships. Don't get lost in this, right? Don't get lost in this. Don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in this karmic cycle, because I'm telling you, they're gonna try little things. It's with people like this. It's like it's always a game of how little can I get away with? How little energy can I give you? How little can I give you that you'll deal with, right? How much can I make you compromise yourself or compromise your self-worth? Can I do this? Oh no, I need to give her a little bit more. Can I do this? Oh, I need to give them a little bit more. Can I do that? Oh yeah, they'll accept that. So next time I know that I'm not all the way at the top, I'm gonna bring them down a little bit more. I'm gonna bring them down a little bit more. And I'm gonna bring them down a little bit more. You know, it's always that kind of vibe. It's always turns into starting off so wonderful, and then boom, bop, bop. It turns into something freaking crazy, and suddenly you're picking this person up from jail or doing some other kind of crazy shit with this person, and you're like, what the hell am I doing in my life? Yeah, it's time to take action. It is time to take action. It's time to heal, right? And it's time to communicate clearly about what you need. Hold your vision again. Excuse me. Hold your vision of what you really need. Okay? It's really time that you get like some really good high vibrational examples of men or women or partners in your life and in other people's lives. It's really important that you start getting that. If you need to if you need to take classes, if you need to take self-help books, if you need to get into counseling, if you need to get into therapy, whatever you need to do, there's no shame in any of this, okay? And any of that. And healing yourself and doing what you need to do, okay? It's time that you learn to have boundaries against stuff like this in your life, because it's not, it's never going to lead you to where you want to be. So be aware of that, okay? You're not being that's what spirit wants to say. You're not being paranoid. Like, yeah, you're seeing those signs. You know what it is. Like, you're not being paranoid, and don't get this, and don't have this person convincing you that you are. No. Yes, they're cheating. Yes, they're dealing with it. Yes, they're doing that shit on purpose. Yes, they're doing weird shit. And if you ever have a moment of thinking like, is this person trying to abuse me? Are they trying to talk down to me to purposely do this? And you go, no, they're probably no, they are. They are. They are. Wow. Okay, my love. I love you so much. Okay? You are worth so much more than this bullshit this person wants you to deal with. Okay? If you're in the process of dealing with this, get out. Get out. Get out right now. Cut those cords. This isn't love. This isn't love. Okay? This is toxicity. This is toxicity. This is not love. Okay. And I know how much these people like this can want to trauma bond with you. Let me tell you about all the shit I've gone through in my past. Let me tell you about all the stuff so that you feel sorry for me, so that you'll let me in my life, so that you'll let me get away, so you'll let me stay a victim. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because anybody that's really on a healing journey is going to spend that time by themselves, so they need to just stay single and stay by themselves. And then they're going to get back out there when they're ready, when they've set up those boundaries, when they've done that. And that might be what you need to do. You might need to stay single for a little bit and learn your boundaries and learn your limits and learn what's not healthy. Really examine, like, damn, like I really wasn't given good examples of how I was supposed to be treated, or damn, I went through some really heavy stuff in college or in my childhood or in things that made me question my self-worth and question what I was worth. Wow, actually, my family dynamic that I grew up in was actually really toxic. I really need to heal these things that I think are normal. They're not normal. And it's okay to admit that. It's okay to admit that the example that you were given is not normal, that it's not healthy. It sucks to admit that, but after you admit it and after you face it and you face the pain that you go through from it, you can really start healing, and you can really start seeing that, wow, the types of friends that you deal with will be different. The types of lovers that you have will be different. The types of situations you put yourself in will be different. You'll find yourself standing up to people, even in minor situations. You'll be like, no, I got boundaries and you're going to respect those. Even when you're out the store, or the way that service workers or people treat you out there in the world, it's going to change. It's going to change, and it's going to be worth it. I guarantee you that. Just work on your anger. Work on your anger. Make sure you're not projecting onto other people. I know personally from my own journey that you can go through a phase where you get very angry and you get very, oh hell no, ain't nobody gonna talk to me. You are gonna respect me. It's a natural part of the journey, right? Get through it. Get through it. Piss off a few people. Piss yourself off a few times. Love the hell out of yourself through it, and know that you are worth so much more than the dirt this person wants to serve you. They want to go serve dirt, they can serve it to somebody else who wants to be in their life. They can go serve it to their toxic ass karmic or their toxic ass mom. Let them go do that. Please do yourself a favor and don't fuck with this person. Get them the fuck out of your life. Don't even be friends with this type of person. It's a no. It's a no. It's a blocked. It's a swipe left. It's a nah, fam. Please. Or if you have to fall into this, remember this reading and come back to it and get the ass kicking that you need to get the fuck out of it. Okay? Thank you so much for being here with me today, okay? I know it was heavier, but I know you needed to hear this. I hope I didn't offend you too much. I hope I didn't, I hope I didn't push you away. But this is just the reality of who this person is. And I know it can be really salty to be in this situation where the person treats you like this, but you deserve so much more. I promise you, you do. And I promise you, life on the other side of not having to deal with this drama is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's quenching. It's amazing when you don't have to fight for attention, and you don't have to fight for somebody to love you, and you don't have to fight for all this shit. You don't have to fight for somebody in your life. It's amazing, and it's worth it. Okay? It is worth it. Again, I don't know if you feel comfortable doing that, but if this resonates for you, you're more than welcome to comment down below. Or if you want to open up a private dialogue with me, or if you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, my contact information is listed down in the description box down below as well. If you like this content, give it a like. If you want to say, fuck this, if I change, who's the person that I'll bring into my life and ask again, do that. Take some time, make some changes, make it about you right now, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to have you up on a pedestal. Okay? That's 100% what you deserve. 100%. And you don't deserve anybody that tells you, wow, you're way up there. Why don't you compromise yourself to come down here where I am? Not a chance, fam. Not a chance. And it doesn't make you a bitch, and it doesn't make you stuck up, and it doesn't make you aloof, and it doesn't make you, oh, too good. You're right. I am too good for this bullshit. Bye. Because they'll say and do all kind of type of things to try to get you down. on their level. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Keep climbing, sis. Keep climbing, bro. You got a lot of good things coming. And these people, all they want to do is stop you from getting them because they can't get them themselves. Or they're choosing to live a life that doesn't allow them to get it. Nah, 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 nah. Say less. It's over. Okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me. And I will see you, lovelies, in the next one, okay? Love yourself. Peace and love, okay? I hope this brought some clarity that you need in your situation. Bye.